I will seek him whom my heart loves. I sought but did not find him. They have taken my Lord away, and I don't know where they have put him. Have you ever been wanting a lot to meet somebody? They're not there. It is the case, certainly, in a death, especially of a fairly young person, no longer there. And yet, it's not actually a tragedy when that person knows where she is going and wants to meet the one at the other end, is aware of what is happening and is serene. That may help you in your grief. It's not the same as going suddenly, for instance, in an accident or even a suicide, into the unexpected and the unknown. This is peace. This is homeward bound. Console yourself. We can say with Churchill in the Second World War, we've got ultimate victory. She's home, we know, because I prepared her. And I would like to share one moment which touched me deeply as I waved goodbye in the bedroom. She was saying, because she had a lot of time on her hands, I'll pray for you and you pray for me. That's a peaceful goodbye, not a tragedy. And it would be good if we could have a similar departure ourselves one day. The grace to be asked for. We don't know the day or the hour. It could be this very day. Accidents happen usually through someone else's fault, and we weren't prepared. Always live this day as though it were your last. It's the insurance policy against ultimate disaster. Never spend one day without going to bed in peace with your King and Maker, an act of contrition. And also regular confession is the only safe policy. This saint has been elevated by the present Holy Father recently, it's actually 2016, to the same rank as the apostles. She is referred to as the apostle, feminine apostola, of the apostles, apostolorum masculine, the apostle of the apostles, because it was to her the Lord gave the commission, tell the brethren. And she saw him first. But this encounter with him is not some vague, phantasmagorical dream. It's deeply human. The details are touching. She was peeping in, the king hoping for the best. He wasn't there. Only the empty tomb. But yet there was a presence there. Two angels in brilliant white. There's something going on. But she didn't yet, as we would say, cop on. And she heard a voice. There was somebody there, and she was bathed in tears. She didn't look well. She wasn't clearly observing who might be before her. And she went on with her plaintive cry, they've taken my Lord away. Have you taken him away? If you have, tell me where he is, and I'll take him away safely. And the Lord, at that point, breaks through with one simple word. The word he used would actually be Miriam, Hebrew for Mary. And immediately, goosebumps went down her whole being and down her spine. It's him. It happened when her name was pronounced. And it happens also to you and to me when we hear him whisper. No longer just one in a congregation, but the only one. You mean all to me. And I would have gone through that cross and passion for you alone. You matter to you as though you were the only one I made, and I want to be bonded to you. You know what happened to Mary Magdalene afterwards? Now, the story is this, and it seems to be true, that out of punishment, these three, Lazarus, Mary, and Martha, were put on a boat that had no sail, put in the sea, the rough sea of the Mediterranean, and left to float to death with no hope of retrieval. But it didn't end there. The Lord meant that they would reach somewhere, and miraculously they were kept alive without a sail and landed near Marseille, the south of France, and there they started to witness to Christianity. Martha is around at Tarascon. Lazarus became a bishop, I believe. But Mary of Magdalene went to a cave called to this day La Sainte de Baume, the Holy Ointment, and her skull is there to this day. And for 30 years she did nothing useful at all in the eyes of the world. But the one thing that Jesus wanted, love me, just me.